Lupercalia was actually the site of one of the most iconic incidents in Roman history. In 44 BCE, after Julius Caesar's victory in the Civil War, he shamelessly ignored hundreds of years of tradition and added his own Julii family as the third college of priests who would run during the Lupercalia. Symbolically, this was important, since Caesar was placing his own unimpressive lineage on par with the Quintilii and the Fabii, who were descendants of the followers of Romulus and Remus. Caesar and his second-in-command, Mark Antony, were distant relations, so Antony was selected to lead the Julii College of Priests during the festival. It was during the run with the goat hide whips when Mark Antony, still in his goatskin loincloth, approached Caesar, who was watching the festivities, and publicly offered him the Roman equivalent of a crown. This was abhorrent to Republican Romans, who still feared the re-establishment of the monarchy. Understandably, the act received a cold reception from the crowd. Caesar refused the crown several times, to the immense relief of the onlookers. To his political opponents, though, this was the last straw. To their eyes, he had pre-orchestrated the entire event in order to silence his critics, while he continued to establish himself as king in all but name. He was assassinated a month later. The Julii clan were promptly eliminated as Lupercalian priests, and the festival returned to normal on the following year. When the Romans first began celebrating Lupercalia, our best guess is that the festival was constructed to honor the early life of Rome's mythic founders, to honor shepherds, to symbolize renewal, and to draw a connection to Rome's idealized agrarian history. By the time the festival had matured, it had obviously become a full-blown celebration of fertility and childbirth. Amazingly, Lupercalia outlived the Western Roman Empire. In the late 5th century, Pope Gelasius had a good look at this pagan fertility festival consisting of public nudity, animal sacrifice, and public drunkenness, and banned it, despite its continued popularity. Or rather, he simply replaced it with the festival of the purification of the Virgin Mary. This was effective. Nothing brings an end to ritualized drunken streaking like a festival devoted to the Virgin Mary. It's interesting that although the two holidays are completely unrelated, we chose to place our own little fertility festival, Valentine's Day, on almost the exact same day, February 14th. I can only assume that it has something to do with the end of the cold, dead winter, and the promise of new life that comes with spring. But I would say that Lupercalia is undeniably better.